Hey, good afternoon, you guys. How you guys doing today? My CEOs, those of you that are creators, those of you that are empowering entrepreneurs, as well as those of you that are operating at a high performance level. Hope you guys had a fantastic day getting ready for this holiday is about to kick in. Don't start just yet. I just took my turkey bird out the out of the freezer today. I was like, okay, I got to get myself prepped and ready to go. But today, guess what? I want to talk to you guys about your journey and how things are going for you. Basically, tell me how things are going for you right there in the comment. If you're just getting started, you've been in the game for a minute. I know it's been 2 years for me and my wife. I got home today. My wife has gone like 10 times on our new product packaging and everything like that. I think I came upstairs about to get started, and I literally counted about 112 jars of our mini teas that she is preparing, all different varieties, uh, different flavors, whether it's the apple cinnamon, the hibiscus. I think I showed you guys those jars last night. She's gone by like gangbusters. If you have hard time sleeping, she's going to be preparing Sleeping Beauty tomorrow. That's what she said, if she's not already doing it tonight. But I say all that to say this. We started our business about 2 years ago when we got here to Georgia, and literally, we're digging in. We are not giving up. I'm going to ask you, are you giving up on your purpose, your dreams, your desires? Depending on how things are going, I would say basically to you, dig in and don't give up. It is that important. You are that important. uh, I told you a little bit about our story when we left the state of Washington. Great opportunity in the work that I do. I got down to San Diego. We were there for 6 years, and we had talked about transitioning back to the East Coast, basically Southeast here in Georgia. We wanted an opportunity to be close to family. My mom had transitioned, so I was all about it. Have one, two daughter-in-laws, a couple of grandchildren, and my brother and sister-in-law at the time. They had lived here in Georgia as well. Well, they're now up northeast in uh, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, but we still get a chance to see each other. Mother-in-law's down in Montgomery, Alabama. It's just fantastic time. That's the best part about this, because when we left from Washington State down to San Diego State and got here to Georgia, we leapt right in on our journey, starting our business, but also some other great opportunities came about. With me myself, I want to be consultant as well as day trading. Start learning that, putting serious time into that, learning from really great mentors like the Profit Room, as well as uh, with another group. That's the thing about day trading or stock market. If you have a really good mentor or teacher, they will always tell you it's a journey. You have to learn from others. You have to build your plan on how you're going to trade, whether you're going to be a swing trader, a day trader, if you're just going to, invest and buy stocks. You have to know what it is that you're doing and what you're looking for. Um, some people get it quicker than others. This is my next 4 years. I tell you guys all the time, it's like Chauncey University. I'm about to put myself into some things that I want to be able to, should I be fortunate enough, and I believe I will be, and I choose to retire, transition from working. I want to have something that I can easily transition into. And it's going to be a great opportunity with, our new commander in chief coming in, Trump. A lot of people are losing their brain, going nuts. I've been some of these videos they got out called FAFO, which stands for fuck around and find out. I mean, people are not even visiting family or being a part of relationships anymore due to this. But I would say choose something different. That's just me personally. I don't have time to be procrastinating or being all in the doldrums or, just move on. That's what I would definitely say. So identify what your journey is, what you're doing to make things happen for yourself continuously. I usually talk to you guys about Robin Sharma. Some people only focus on, out of four quadrants, they focus on only one quarter, which is the mindset, which is really, really good. But if you got a good, sharp mindset, but your heart is, ugh, your emotions are freaked out about what's going on in your life, you can't, really steer clear, or your health set. You're not taking time out to put yourself in right conditions, making sure that you're ready for all these, changes and challenges that are coming up. Your health set is important. And then that's last but not least, your soul set. Where's your spirit at? Do you take a moment to reflect, to meditate, to plan out your journey, see how things are going? How can you execute? Go deep within and get that insight that you desperately need from the inside out. And it will help you to prepare for each day. I will honestly tell you, it is greatly important. Those four quadrants make you as a whole person if you think about each and every one of them. So I encourage you to always continuously think about how you can improve upon those areas in your life as you are on your journey. Your journey as a CEO, which is a creator, as an entrepreneur, empowering entrepreneur, as well as a high level operator. It could be, you can be in school, you can be working, you can be a stay home mom, you can be you know, those that have their own business, small business, medium sized, large business, whatever it is. You have to learn how to overcome fatigue. And that's all about getting that proper rest that you need. You know, um, I tend to try to put myself in positions where I'm at least getting 7.5 to maybe 8 hours, if I can get that much. But I try to no longer, even though my body is may still be awake, I try to put on noise canceling music that drowns out a lot of distraction in my head. It allows me to hopefully be able to drift off sleep. Now sometimes I may drift off at between 9:30 and 10, but next thing I know I'm up at right around 2 or whatever. But I can lay back in bed, and by way of beating my alarm, being up at the 5 a.m., part of the 5 a.m. club, I'm trying to get up and doing my 20-20-20 formula: 20 minutes of workout, 20 minutes of reflecting, meditating, as well as 20 minutes of growth, reading something that's really important. As of late, it's been on my consulting book by Alan Weiss, which is very, very, very good book. See, at this point, it's that journey and how to establish yourself and build that independent consulting base. Phenomenal. And some people just plateau out. You may be shooting hard, and then you just plateau out. You know, that's an area where you reflect on the why. Why is it that you're doing what it is that you're doing? If you have a mission, if you have a vision, for me, CEO 369 Consulting has a definite mission. It's those three words: honor, love, and respect. And they build around some of the most amazing affirmations for which when I sit and I work with people on whatever specific thing that they're trying to do to have happen, I explore those areas with them. And how can you take your company from, or your business or even your education from where it is now to, let's say, where you want to be? In the military, they also talked about trajectory. And some people, you see a target, you also aim higher, so that bullet, that round, that it comes and it hits dead center. And then sometimes you have to adjust, you make those adjustments. Seeking out mentors, those are critical areas of great importance, because I always say I love learning from someone else who can bring it down on a level that I can understand it. And day trading, that's what they talk about. You have to be able to teach that business of day trading as if you're teaching it to a young child so that they understand it and they get the understanding. But same with consulting, I have to be able to understand it, what it takes to build relationships, to form trust, and things of that nature. To, you know, also, set new inspiring goals for yourself beyond just the profits. You know, like I say again, that's what I like about the 5 a.m. because it helps me to get in shape. It helps also for me to go into a deeper understanding of who I am and myself, as well as to grow, learn things that I didn't know before that I've always wanted to know. But man, like, oh, I may be too shy on that. It took me coming up on 30 years working within the scope of the government, both military as well as civilian, to be where I'm at as an administrative officer. I'm not saying I know everything, but it's almost like knowing the backside of my hand. I know what I'm walking into, whether it's in the facility aspect of it, whether I'm dealing with HR matters, whether I'm handling property or budget or even travel. I can look at a situation, pull it apart, working with my team to keep the mission going. And that's a critical component. I say when I first started, I only knew one area I was supposed to be focusing on is that fleet. I knew how many cars I had in this inventory, and I was in Seattle at the time. How many people, what the territory was, and I had to get familiar with that real quick, fast, in a hurry because that person that was our leader at the time, he didn't want it to be said that someone else was driving and there was a fatality and they went and had to talk to the wrong person. So that was core as far as I was concerned. Very, very important. You know, I'd like you to think about if you kind of like plateaued out, what are some things that you're doing to get those opportunities and re-innovate, reinvigorate yourself, and not just see them as barriers, but how are you going to move? I mean, if you think about sports in practice, they're always figuring out how they're going to get better at what they do. A doctor practicing medicine, he has to study, she has to study to figure out what they're going to get better at. Teachers, when they teaching students, they have to figure out how can I help these children overcome these barriers? And that's what you have to do as a CEO, as a creator, as an empowering entrepreneur, as a high level operator. You have to figure out how you're going to overcome these things. Don't wait for no New Year's resolution. Let's hit it now. That's the most important thing right there. I would have to say, at this very moment, sometimes we have to learn how to embrace uncertainty. We don't always have it, but like I say again, I tend to part of my meditation is asking my conscious and my subconscious to both sync together as well as to activate. And then when that happens, guess who comes out? Mr. Anderson. When Mr. Anderson comes out, this dude, he's like, what you got? Give it to me. He hits the lab, he formulates, he helps me to prepare because I call on my inner person in that time when I something's going on and I don't have it. But at the same time, I got something else I got to do. You go over here, you marinate on this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get back with you. That's the digging in doesn't just mean just stand still. It means anchoring yourself in a purpose while you are adapting to the storm. Does that hit right there? You don't want to be tossed to and fro when you see a situation come up. You want to put yourself in a bright, proper space and place so then you know how to handle when those storms come up. We done left the spring and summer and we're about to go into this fall winter. So guess what I said? I told my wife, that big coat that you had, they have those in men's. I want to get that coat. Boy, I put that coat on the day I was feeling. Even though it was hot early in the morning, it was kind of nip out. So I dropped that sucker on, man. I was feeling good going out and dealing with some things. But I want to pull this, bring this home. The holidays are here. I hope you guys are enjoying them. You're having a good time if you're able to get together with family and friends, or even if you're able to share it with some close loved ones. You know, you and your spouse together. Um, I just ask that no matter how long you've been leading your great, your greatest chapter might still be ahead. So with what it is that you're doing, if you see like, or you think, I can do something on this next level, like I said, getting used to doing YouTube and putting content together, I be seeing all these other wonderful YouTube creators, operators, empowers. They are on some next level stuff, and I feel like I'm just laying a foundation with CEO 369 consulting. Things be popping in. Some people have really nice graphics, like when our dog Azuri, she barks, my wife has she has a picture of our dog. I wish I could learn how to put that up while she's doing what she does. But my wife, she's going to teach me some of these other things that I can do. But for right now, I'm just loving getting on and just sharing, talking to you guys. I just really believe that if we keep going, we have to keep going. That's what I'll say. The world needs our leadership, needs your leadership, and it needs my leadership now more than ever. Like I say again, ooh, I know some heavy hearts after the election hit, and even mine, I had to take solace. I had to say, okay, this is what the world wants, or the United States wants. Let's make America great again. But I'm doing it on my own terms. So I hope you guys will take heart, determine what it is, where you're at in your journey in life, understanding where you're at in your performance, having that proper perspective, and understanding what your purpose is. And don't deny yourself the greatest opportunity that you have as a creator, as an empowering entrepreneur, and as a high level operator. Don't allow yourself to get swayed. Stay on point. As Cat Williams said, I think I said in one of my earlier videos, stay in tune with your star player, and that's you. I believe in you, and I believe you have the greatest gift to give to this world. Just choose to do it. And as always, I honor myself so that I can honor you. I love myself so that I can love you. And I respect myself so I can respect you. As my mentor, I will say, Robin Sharma will say, own your morning, elevate your life. You guys have a good evening. Bye now.